All right, everybody. So we've been working on the truck for a couple days, getting all the mud pulled off. We got 98% of the mud out of it. I'm not going to get too crazy with it right now. It's still winter, and I'm still going off-road, so, you know, it is what it is. We got the airlines fixed. They were not broken. The mud had pulled them out of the connectors, so that was good. So we checked everything there. The front axle wasn't engaging, so what had happened is off of the transfer case, might be hard to see, but there's a little fitting, electrical fitting and an air fitting that engages the front axle. That wire had, the connector had busted, so I got to get a hold of Marmon Harrington to get a new plug coming, but I was able to find some connectors that fit, and we got it on there to make it work. We've got the new oil cooler. It is mounted up here now by the intercooler and radiator, and not underneath. And we have the lines tucked up out of the way now. I still got to work on a few things underneath there where the old cooler was. Let's see. I got the headlight fixed. I got the taillight fixed. I still need to find one marker light back here, which I don't even know how that got broke. And then this little guy here. And we still got mud. But yeah, these lights, you know, I've already got lights to replace these. These things, old halogens, just suck. So we got some LEDs from Oxbeam Lighting. You know, a lot of people commented, man, you should have more lights on that truck. Well, I have them, but I just haven't had time to put them on. Between snow recoveries, mud recoveries, people stuck in ponds, trying to work on that thing, you know, just all the stuff in life. So, but we are working on more lighting. So we've got new Yankums in the truck. We've got the tire chains cleaned off back in the truck, and we've got to go back out, not as far as we were, but we got to go back out to the other side of Pine Mountain. Aaron from Bend Rigging was out by Pine Mountain doing some scouting for some hunting, I'm guessing, and his tie rod broke. So it happened a couple days ago. So he just left the truck out there because I wasn't ready to go get him now. But now we are. We went through the whole truck, checked fluids, greased the front ends, the rears, topped off fluids. I did get my new winch line put on yesterday, and new hook, 200 feet of cable, also from Bend Rigging. Those guys are awesome down there. What else? I did find a crack in the windshield way up there at the top. It had to have been from one of the ropes that broke. I ran out of my Yankum ropes, and Larry from Larkin Towing, they had a bunch of Bubba ropes, but their 1.5 inch Bubba rope broke, and yeah, it was like a gunshot going off. But we'll explain that later in a different video about that. But we are gonna take off and go retrieve Aaron's truck. So enjoy the ride. Alright guys, so we've turned down the road we need to be on out here by Pine Mountain. still a little snowy out here, so just getting past some of the ranches out here. It's about, looks like 5 miles in. So luckily this road has, it's a hard pack road, so you don't have to worry about sinking today. Well, at least the road is a little rough, so any mud balls that are still underneath the truck will fall off. At least that's the hope. So we've got some snow, pretty good snow now. So we're gonna put our tire chains on. So we got some hills to go up. Alright guys, we have the chains on. I've got my own chains on. Put my yak tracks on. Makes it easier to work out in the snow and the ice. And let's get moving. Alright guys, after adventuring an hour out here in the desert, we finally found Aaron's truck. It's off in the distance there. Get up to him and get him out of here. Well, we made it to Aaron's truck. See what we can do with the tie rod. We have to lift it up. I think I'm going to move the truck across the sagebrush to get him. Alright, so we're going to use our soft shackle here. This is the heavy duty one. And we're going to try to lift up the truck so we can see what's going on with the tie rod. They're pretty stiff because they're brand new. These are the 3/8 diameter soft shackles that they've got the extra protecting coating on them. They're just a little stiff because they're new. Okay. It's a little slick with my little yak tracks. I just walk softly. Alright, what do we want to use here? Soft shackle. Now to get down without busting my ass. Drop it down. Just this one. That one. And I'll try to feed it up to myself. Alright. At least this way I can get up underneath. And see what's going on. Okay, so it is that one. It slipped out of the collar, the steering collar, right there. So it wasn't a tie rod. Okay, so we'll set it down and then we're just gonna winch it up slowly and kicking the tire back and forth to get it on there. Guess I should have got his jacks and stuff out. Do that real quick. Come here. This in the back of the truck. I think that's all I had under there. Yeah. So it was nice and gentle. Nothing got hurt. Way easier than me. I'm gonna slide underneath. Out of the way. Oh God. One of these real quick. Let's get it up onto the bed. Alrighty. So this will be a slow and steady pull. This might be fun. Put it in the park. So it's a brake. So we're gonna get one of my bridles out to hook this up, because the bridle will be able to hook further down, give me more room. Decided to go trimming the trees today. I don't know if that really got me much further back here. I guess they got me lower. So we're on. Alright. Get our chains. Got our J hooks in. Got our J hooks on, we'll tighten the winch up. And then we'll put the front J hooks on with the binders. And then skedaddle out of here. Alright guys, turn the truck off. Roll the window up. Let's brake. And ready. Ready to go. Grab Aaron's wood. He may need that ladder. I think we got everything picked up. This is a stick. Alright. Oh, we're out of here. More sticks. So now we get to wind ourselves for miles back up to the main road. There's lots of switchbacks and turnarounds, and GPS decides to take you different ways. So we're going to do that, and we'll be back. Well, guys, we have arrived at Mountain View Imports here in Bend with Aaron's truck. Well, so much for cleaning the truck. It's freaking all dirty again. So, I think we'll be washing again tomorrow. Oh well, it happens. So, guys, we're gonna call it quits for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We didn't get stuck this time. Same area, just a lot more frozen this time. So we'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.